But we are going live right now, episode 240, to talk about a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's it.
Welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen. This will be our 240th episode. Yes, there'll only be the two of us, possibly three, with Ariq's internet's comeback. But yeah,
I doubt
there's
it.
Albert and Kelvin. Teguh, did he give any reasons this time?
No, he just went radio silence. I have no clue what's happening with him. So
He replied a few times in the group chat, but I don't think I don't think he.
the last thing he replied to is when I sent a picture of a Japanese medication, and I was like, "Someone translate this, please." And then Tegus uses Google Translate to translate it. But that's it.
No, that's me. I translated.
Oh, was that you? Was that
That
you?
was me. That was
Oh,
me,
oops,
Albert. The hell?
oops, oops.
Albert,
Uh,
I think Teguh mentioned something like if there's this kanji, it means instructions. And then
oh,
after
okay,
that, he went radio silence.
yeah.
So, not sure what's happening with Teguh. Yeah, but yeah. So Albert, what are we getting into today?
I'll be honest. I have no clue what we're getting into today. We got a plan that we're started. Well, we had some plan of what we were gonna do. We were initially gonna talk about some trailers and such, and then as soon as prior to the show, we're supposed to have Ariq on, and then he have internet troubles, so we're supposed to talk about trailers for the Furiosa, the new trailer for Furiosa, for Kong X Godzilla, the new Godzilla X Kong, the new MonsterVerse film. We got trailers for House of the Dragon season 2 and The Boys season 4. The thing is, with Arik, that topic would work because Arik have actually seen House of the Dragon and The Boys, and so have I. Kelvin have not seen either of the show, so it's your fault technically, Kel. Also, right before we start the show, literally Kelvin started yelling, "Hey, Albert, wait, 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 wait," and then I already pressed the live stream, so I got stressed out. I have no idea what's happening. So
I was gonna say, our thumbnail have the boys stuff. Yeah, the boys and House of Dragon, and I'm like, wait, are we gonna talk about this?
yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna change the thumbnail probably after the show if I'm in the mood. We cover it, but if not, maybe I'll just stick right there. Part of I'll just blame everyone. Maybe it's partially my fault, I guess, for picking a horrible topic. Partly Calvin's fault for not watching the shows. Partly Arik's fault for his internet connection, and it's all because of Teguh because he's not here. If he's here, problem solved.
That's true. You know what?
Hmm.
It's all boils down to Teguh.
Uh-huh. It's a domino effect. The chain reaction of the whole thing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I was gonna say it's butterfly effect. Well, same. But yeah.
Same thing.
But yeah. So yeah, it's just gonna be us doing stuff. All right, Albert, let's do the chores. I mean, you do the
Yep.
chores.
So follow us on all of our social media at Councilman Show. That is on Twitter. That is on Letterboxd. That is on Instagram. Follow us there. Subscribe to us on YouTube, The Councilman. If you're watching us live, we go live every Eastern time in the morning. And we do that on every Saturday. So check us out there on the YouTube, and then you can find it available on the audio feed everywhere. So check us out there, The Councilman. And check out our merch at tpublic.com/the Councilman Show. We got a bunch of merch available right now. Get it for the holiday season. It's on, I believe it's on discount right now on the website. So go check it out.
Ooh,
Get it as a holiday gift, to someone if you would like to. So perfect timing while it's on sale. But yeah, that is all the chores out of the way.
yeah, there you go. I guess let's get into It's gonna be a long watchies. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah. If you like the
Yeah.
weekly
All right.
watches segment, this is a good one for you.
Yep.
Are you ready for the weekly council segment, Weekly Watcheese? We've been watching TVs, movies, rating 1 to 5, maybe crying, could be boring, but laughing in theaters or at home, because it's time to share everything that we watched this week. It is time for our show's Weekly Watcheese.
All right, why do I keep on saying leaky?
Are you ready? Why did you put it on loop, man?
And
Why
it's
are we
on
doing
loop.
this again? Weekly Watcheese. Why, Calvin?
Let me stop it. I
Stop
don't
it.
know.
God damn.
I'm still blaming the mop from last
And
episode.
why are you wearing sunglasses indoors when it's nighttime?
I told you my eyes hurt. It's the screen's bright.
Just lower the brightness, no?
Well, I could do that, but it still hurts. It's still irritated. All right, it helps wearing the sunglasses.
All right.
But yeah, what was I gonna say again? Right, Weekly Watch is the part of the show where we talk about movies we watched this week. We talk about it, and you guys in the chat as well chime in with well, what you watch. Yeah, so let's get started on that. Albert, Albert, how many movies you watch this week?
Why do you want to know?
Well, man, just answer me, damn it.
Well, in case anyone is wondering if why my backdrop is different, I'm in my childhood bedroom right now. I'm back in Indonesia. I just flew back over in the past week on Wednesday, and I arrived here Thursday. So I watch a lot of films in the flight and some other films as well prior to the flight and after to the flight. So yeah, I watch a lot of stuff. I believe I have 9 films that I watched that I can talk about this week because I did watch a lot. Because again, there's something to do in the flight that's like 23 hours long. So
I'm still questioning Albert's choice to not pull out his Switch during the flight because it's like the
it's
whole point of Switch to
it's
to be portable, Albert.
I put my Nintendo Switch in my carry-on bag that the stowaway that I put up top. I'm too lazy to take it out because I had to open it up, and with the limited space in the economy, because I stay in economy, with the limited space, I have to open it up and take it out, and it's like it's a lot of hassle. I just don't want to do that. And
That's
my
why you put it
backpack
in
is
the
full
bag.
with all. My backpack is full. I put my back below my seat. It's full with every other thing. I got my headphones in there. I got my iPad there. I got my phone. I got like other. I have documents, important documents that I have stuffed in there. My glasses, everything, my wallet. So like that bag is already full, and I just add another switch in there. It's like I even got my neck pillow and like my eye covers, so I can sleep. So yeah,
All
it's
those
pretty packed, dude.
items sounds pretty small to me. I don't know, man.
Nah, nah.
But yeah, all right
But
then.
yeah.
All right, so Albert watched a lot of movies. I watched the
Mm-hmm.
actually, yeah. Let's just start with me, I guess. I want to go.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I
You
have less movies,
all right?
and it's like one whole franchise that I watch.
Okay, sure, sure.
Like, here's the thing: I've been
You're
watching.
gonna go one film in the franchise at a time, or
I
you're
don't
gonna go
know.
the
I
whole
don't think I
thing?
will do that. I think I'll just do the whole thing directly. Like,
Okay.
for the past 3 weeks, in 3 weeks I finished 3 franchise. I watched The Hunger Games 2 weeks ago. Last week I watched John Wick franchise, and then this week I
Uh
watched the
huh.
whole
Uh huh.
Mission Impossible franchise. Yeah.
Okay. So go for it. Talk about it.
Oh god, my eyes. Um. So yeah, I watched 7 movies, all Mission Impossible. All of them are really long. Damn. Like all of them are at least 2 hours.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Except the first one. First one is 1 hour 50 minutes, but that's close to 2 hours.
Uh huh.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one thing I noticed. But here's the thing though. Outs outside of the first two, like 3 onwards, I don't really feel the runtime as much. So that's good. Yeah. Because
Fair enough.
yeah,
Okay.
the first one, honestly, um I just find it pretty standard, the first one. I don't like it too much. Yeah. Um Tom Cruise is really cool though, that whole thing of not trying to
Hang.
trigger the pressure plate thing, right?
Yeah, hanging with a rope from the ceiling, basically.
Yeah, that part was pretty cool. Um, But
Hmm.
outside of that, like the ending with the whole helicopter chase in the train tunnel, I'm like, that's just insane.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I don't know, man. That's too insane for me, probably. Yeah. So I give that a 3 out of 5. Pretty good. Not the best. Yeah. And then after that was it the second one? Second one was bad. It was boring. It was the one with the chimera disease thing, right?
Chimera disease, yeah.
Yeah, chimera disease. That one's. I think that one's everyone's least favorite, right? Out of all the
Most
missions.
people's his favorite. I know a couple of psychos. No offense to my friends who I call psychos for doing this, but I know a couple of psychos who like the second one a lot, and I'm like, I don't get it. The second one is bad. Second one's
Second
directed
one's
by
bad.
John Woo, and it's very crazy. Like,
Wait,
I
that's
mean,
John
I
Woo?
it's John Woo who did Face Off,
Oh,
and a recent film called Silent Night, I believe, is coming out. But the first one is Brian De Palma. Second one is John Woo, and yeah, the John Woo is very John Woo esque, and I
yeah.
just hate the film. But go ahead.
Yeah, I don't like the film too much either. Like, it's very. Yeah, just all the action and stuff. It's like. I don't know. It's too much, man. It's too crazy.
Uh huh.
And I don't like his
Uh
hair.
huh.
He looks like Leon Kennedy in that one. Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil. But yeah.
Just long hair, long
Yeah, just
locks.
the long hair, I guess. And
Yeah.
yeah. That one's not the best. I don't like the plot too much either.
Uh huh.
Yeah, probably that. But from that on though, Mission Impossible 3 and forward, I'm like, whoa, that's fun. What's the third one about again? The one with
Philip
the
Seymour
Hunger Games
Hoffman
dude.
with the rabbit's foot. Yeah.
Yeah, the rabbit's foot thing. That one's pretty cool. Um, that one's pretty cool, but I don't know, man. The whole Mission Impossible thing, it's like watching Scooby Doo, just like ripping off mask every chance they got.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Kind of happens with this one with the. I guess I'm just gonna go to what's it called that spoiler territory
Ghost.
directly with the
Oh.
when
Okay. Okay.
Julia got caught, right, and then turns out it's the secretary or something of the Seymour guy, the Hoffman dude. Yeah,
Yeah, the assistant.
the assistant, right? Yeah, and it's like, oh, okay, so Jules is not dead, huh? Yeah.
That Mission Impossible 3 have the most intense countdown sequence in the history of film. That countdown of 10, 9, 8, or
Oh,
was it
oh
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 2, 1? Is it 1 to 10 or 10 to 1? But whatever it is like absolutely crazy stressful.
That was crazy. That was fun, dude. That. I mean, let me pull up my letterbox real quick so I can look at the actor's name. But man, that guy was menacing. The Hoffman, the villain in this one.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, he's great, man. He's such a
Yeah,
great
he's
character
great.
actor.
He's menacing, man. I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, he's really good as the villain there. And then, yeah, very much that. On that one, I think the villain's really good. What happened in this one? Honestly, because I watch all of them like in a row, it kind of blends together.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it kind of blends together. So there's that. But yeah, I. Oh, by the way, I give the second one a 2 out of 5. I give the third
Makes sense.
one, how much is this? 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So that one's good. Um, but then I'm not really hooked yet. The one that really got me hooked into the whole Mission Impossible
Series.
thing is starting from Ghost Protocol.
Nice.
Yeah, Ghost Protocol. I don't know. It really reminds me of Captain America: Winter Soldier. Yeah,
Okay, I guess I can see the vibe of it.
kinda right. Yeah, it's like I don't know. As I was watching this, all I can think of is like, damn, I want to watch Winter Soldier again. Yeah, but from that point on, it's basically the I am in this movie. At least the IMF is like, what is it? Kind of this
Yeah, like disemboweled
disband,
kind of thing. Yeah,
disavowed. Yeah,
disband.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that adds to the tension, I guess. In a way, like, oh no,
Uh huh.
they don't have the support anymore. But I guess they still have the tech and
Uh
stuff,
huh.
so that's pretty neat. But
Uh
yeah,
huh.
Ghost Protocol, it's pretty cool. Wait, what was Ghost Protocol mission again? I forgot.
That's the Abu Dhabi.
Abu
That's
Dhabi.
the one in the
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi. That the mission is
Right, right,
basically
right. They're trying
it's
to
the
steal
one
the
with the
nuclear
it's
codes, right?
yeah, the nuclear codes. It's the one with
Mm-hmm.
the most cringy, and like I'm happy to acknowledge that it was cringy in the film. It was like
The
you
mission
literally
accomplished
said
thing.
mission accomplished. I was like, that's so funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
That part was funny. Dude, that
um,
I've okay. We want to say Mingbird?
no, I just want to say this one was Brad Bird, directed by Brad Bird, who directed Incredibles.
Oh,
And
damn.
the previous one was J.J. Abrams. Who I mean, we know J.J. Abrams from Star
Yeah,
Wars and Star
that
Trek.
the third movie, the color grading is very saturated. I feel like.
Very J.J.
Yeah,
Abrams.
very J.J. Abrams. And this one in the Ghost Protocol is all good. That I've seen the Abu Dhabi clips. When he's climbing that what's that tower called again?
The Burj Khalifa.
Burj Khalifa. Yeah. And
Uh
it's
huh.
like I've seen clips of that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. But then like now
Uh
that I
huh.
watch it in the movie, I'm kind of scared of heights, right? So when I'm watching that,
Yeah.
my butt was clenching so hard, man.
Do this after the show. Look up the behind the scenes of that sequence. It's
What?
crazy.
Why? Oh, I mean, I'm pretty
He
sure he does his
actually
own
he was
stunts. He
actually
actually
he
climbs it,
actually
right? Yeah.
not climbs it. He runs down the Burj
Yeah, yeah,
Khalifa.
yeah. That I've seen. I've seen that clip of him
That's
behind the scenes.
insane.
That is insane. That is insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, my butt clenched so hard when
Uh huh.
his power glove thing suddenly stops working on them and it's like drops like oh no.
Uh huh.
Yeah. That whole climbing scene was insane. Yeah. Really 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 like that one. Um so yeah, Ghost Protocol. I'm like I don't know. Right now I have it at 4.5, but I might bump it up to a 5.
All
I
right.
really
All
like
right.
I really like Ghost Protocol 1.
Uh huh.
Yeah. And that whole chase sequence I guess during the sandstorm, that one's pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
Can't really
That's
see
cool. That's a
stuff.
good
Yeah.
scene. Mhm. Mhm.
Uh and also Jeremy Renner. He's in this one,
He is. He's
right?
all right.
Yeah, yeah. He's alright. I mean, I kind of feel bad for him though. It's like his whole confidence is all gone because of the failed mission, and turns out
Mhm.
like oh it's all like she's alive.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
kind of feel bad for him. It's like for a long time his confidence like gone. He goes back to an analyst, doesn't want to do field work, and
Mhm.
turns out it's all fake. I'm like, no. Yeah, that goes for the logical. Simon Peck as well. This one he has more of a role, right? Benji.
Yeah. He's finally in the
Was it?
field.
Yeah. Yeah. Finally in
Yep.
the field. This one he's
Benji.
pretty cool as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. Pretty much that for Ghost Protocol. One of my top ones, I think. This one.
Okay.
Yeah. Give thoughts on the Albert? You remember Ghost Protocol and such?
Oh, I remember every film in the series
Oh damn.
very well. I remember them very well. I'm just waiting to see your thoughts on the whole thing, and then have some comments that I want to add on, because
Okay,
otherwise,
sure, sure, sure.
I can
Oh,
talk about a lot about the series.
all right. I'll go through the other three now. All right. Mission Impossible:
Uh-huh.
Rogue Nations. This one's the Gans. The God, it's all blending in.
Rogue Nation is
Solomon
the one
Lane.
with Rebecca Ferguson, Solomon Lane with
Yeah.
the
Syndicate.
syndicate.
The syndicate thing. Are they real or
Yeah.
not? Type of deal, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. That one's pretty cool. Again, same similar premise of the IMF not backing Ethan up, so that's pretty cool, right?
Uh huh. Uh
Um,
huh.
well, Ilsa Faust, she's really good. I really like her character in this one.
She's great.
Yeah,
She's
she's
awesome.
great. She's great. Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't remember. All right, that underwater scene. I
The
I
underwater
saw.
scene's good.
Okay, let's be real. Everyone hold your breath, right, when they're going under the water, like just to see how long you can hold on, like just to see if it's like, yeah, I can do that.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh.
You do that, right, Albert?
After like the fourth time watching, maybe yeah.
How long do you last?
Not very long. No, not 6 minutes. I'll tell you that.
It's the whole thing. I mean, it's supposed to be only 3 minutes, right?
Is it 3 minutes? Why do I don't know
It's
why I
supposed to
remember
be
six
three.
minutes.
It's supposed
Hmm.
to be 3 minutes. Like, the longest I've hold my breath was, I think, 1 minute 30-ish seconds, and that's not underwater. That's just on my bed without moving.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. Have you ever timed how long you can hold your breath over?
No, I have not. So I couldn't tell you how long the longest
Well,
I've hold my breath is for.
but yeah, that basically that whole underwater scene was pretty cool.
Uh huh.
Yeah, there's that. Uh, Solomon Lane as the villain, he's nice though. Yeah, he's nice.
He's not bad.
He's not bad. Yeah. Um, but yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna go through this one. This one's 4 out of 5. I like. I still like Ghost Protocol more. Fallout,
Mm-hmm.
really good. I give it one 5 out of 5. I mean, Henry Cavill is
Nice.
just that bicep reload, man. That was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That bicep reload, and then turns out it was still all connecting to Solomon Lane, but this time they just
Yeah.
changed name into the Apostles. I'm like, whoa, that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, the action in this one is just incredible. And there's Vanessa Kirby as well. As what's her
Mm-hmm.
name? Alana?
She's the White Widow, Alana Mitsopoulos.
Yeah, yeah. There's Vanessa
Yeah.
Kirby as well. She doesn't appear as much
Mm-hmm.
though, right? Yeah, she doesn't
She,
appear.
yeah, it's very minor, like supporting role. She's not a really important character. I don't know if it's important, but she's a
Well,
crucial character, but she's not
semi-important.
the biggest character. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was expecting a lot more from her, but I'm like, oh, okay, then it's fine, even if I don't see her too much. Yeah, there's that. The action. All I can say is that the action, and I just like the whole. Henry Cavill is really good in this one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that heli. What was the name? The ending though, when they're trying to. I'm like, it's just insane how lucky Ethan is
Mm-hmm.
throughout that whole helicopter chase scene. That's all I can think of. Like he should, like normal people would have died by that by this point.
Hey man, it's Ethan Hunt, man. It's Ethan Hunt. He do
It's
the
Ethan
craziest
Hunt.
stuff.
Yeah. I mean, even Henry Cavill survived all that until the end, at least. But yeah.
Yeah.
So that one's pretty cool. Benji and friends, they're more important in this one, I guess, right? In a sense.
I
Kinda. At
guess,
the
but I feel
end.
like they're all important. I'm saying I guess because I feel like they're all important, all in almost
Mm,
all the films. So yeah.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, true. And then and then the last one, the seventh movie here, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning,
Okay. Part one.
Part One. Yeah. Well, now I finally know why he jumped off that cliff.
It's absolutely insane. It's
Yeah,
absolutely insane.
it's absolutely insane. Like, and the
Uh-huh.
reasoning, like, you know what? That makes sense. That sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, this time, like, can I'll just go spoiler directly. I'm pretty sure most people already seen this, right?
Yeah. Spoiler warning. I don't know if
Yeah,
everyone
spoiler
have seen
warning.
it because it just came out
Yeah,
this year. But yeah.
spoiler warning for this. But yeah, this time Ethan kind of got defeated, kinda, right? But he got outplayed by the entity quite a couple of times.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, that's cool. No, not cool. I don't know if it's cool. But yeah, and then
No,
it's
the
kind of
the villain is
shocking
the villain's
when
an AI.
yeah,
So
the villain's an I. So yeah. Um, and then we kind of get into Ethan Hunt's past, right? Yeah,
uh huh.
kind
Uh
of
huh.
getting into Ethan Hunt's past, but we don't really. It's not fully explained yet. All I know, that Gabriel guy, right? He killed someone, right? Or maybe I just didn't pay too much. I didn't pay
No,
enough
you're you.
attention.
No, it's right. It's right. I've only seen this once. So I'm trying to remember. You're right.
Yeah,
I think he killed Ethan's like ex lover. So
Yeah, yeah, something like that, right? Yeah, yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So yeah, there's personal stakes in this one, so
Mm-hmm.
that's adds to the fun factor of it. Obviously, the action. Mantis, what's her name again?
Palm
The man.
Clemente, she's so good. She's
Yeah,
so good in
she's
this.
so good. I really like her whole outfit when she was the Joker. Not the Joker, kind of like the
Mm-hmm.
jester outfit thing. She looks really good in
Mm-hmm.
that one.
Mm-hmm.
In that outfit. Yeah. Um, sad that. Elsa Faust got, you know, unalived. Yeah,
She bites the dust, indeed.
she
Yep.
bites the dust on this one, so that's kind of sad. Haley Atwell, she's nice. She's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a nice addition.
she's a very nice addition. What's that name? I mean, and you can see that she's very much a rookie in this whole IMF business.
No, yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
That whole like, is it, yeah, it's kind of like a chase scene when they're in the Mini Cooper thing, in a mini car. Is that Mini Cooper? I don't know what that car is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That sequence.
when they're handcuffed and stuff. That one was really good. I saw the behind the scenes on that one as well. Like, whoa, insane, insane stunt. Yeah. Vanessa Kirby got drugged. I don't know. I find that pretty funny when she just like wakes up, tries to get up, fall
Wobbly
again.
like what?
And I just find that kind of funny. Yeah.
You know that
Um.
since you brought that up, there is a that particular sequence, and that sequence bothered me in the film, and maybe it's just me for some reason.
Why?
But I noticed right away that they have different eye colors, and
Oh, I
I
didn't notice
feel
that.
like I would have, bro. I noticed it right away. I'm like Grace, yeah, her name is Grace. Haley Atwell have brown eyes,
Yeah.
and Vanessa have blue eyes, and as soon as Haley Atwell puts on Vanessa Kirby's face, her face is with brown eyes. I'm like, that looks so wrong. That's
Don't
not
they?
her. That's not her eye color.
Don't they put an eye contact on her?
No,
No, did
it's
they not?
brown.
Oh,
No,
throughout it's brown.
it's clearly brown. I think it's to indicate as well to
Damn.
tell the audience like, oh, who's who. But as
Yeah,
me
but
as
it
a
doesn't make
watcher,
sense.
I'm like, yeah, in the universe, I would have noticed right away. Maybe because I pay
Especially the
attention to eye
brother.
colors, I guess. Yeah, I would have noticed right away. I'm like, this is not right. So yeah.
You know what? To be fair, I didn't notice. Yeah,
No, that's fair. I
but
noticed.
still though, in the like for the people that know her, they should have known
Mm-hmm.
directly, especially the brother.
Uh huh.
Yeah, if that's the case. And then was it at the end though when the train got, the bridge collapsed, the train almost
Right.
goes down. That
Right.
that whole sequence is also very insane, man. He's just
Mm-hmm.
when the the cart is just like hanging off Ethan and Grace trying to climb up it. Like, goddamn, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. Yeah. Pretty much that. I give this one. How much did I give this? 4.5? Yeah, 4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
what's your Mission Impossible rankings?
All right. Mission Impossible ranking number one. I think Fallout is number one.
Okay, that's the same one as me.
Yeah, Fallout's number one. I really like Ghost Protocol, so I'll put that as my number two.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put it as my number two. Number three, huh? Is number three? I guess I'll put Death Reckoning Part One, and then number four I'll put Rogue Nation. Honestly, that one's pretty
Right.
switchable. Death Reckoning and Rogue Nation. But for now, let's just go with that. And then after
Okay.
that, Mission Possible 3 as my number five, and then the first Mission Possible, and last spot is Mission Possible 2. Yeah,
Okay.
that's my ranking for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my ranking is very similar. It's Fallout. I have Dead Reckoning, and then Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, 3, 1, 2. I think it's just to add to what you have mentioned. What my biggest takeaway from the whole series is that the first one is a completely spy thriller with
Mhm.
action sequence, but it's completely a spy thriller. The second one is just a crazy John Woo action film, which doesn't really work with the franchise, which is why I think is the worst one. The third one, they're starting to go to the action route, but it's intensity, and they're building up to it with J.J. Abrams stuff. And then the fourth onwards, they really found their DNA with making it a
Yeah.
crazy, like action spy epic, and like a spectacle all the time with the stunts and everything. After the fourth one, and also coincidentally, one of my friend pointed this out, and I cannot unsee this. Coincidentally, the fourth one is when they really kind of amped up the sex appeal of all the characters, and it
Oh yeah.
kind of makes all the films like, I mean, literally, because like with Carter, Agent Carter, Paula Patton, and Ghost Protocol, and obviously Rebecca Ferguson in the two films, and the three
Mm-hmm.
films, starting with Rogue Nation, and Vanessa Kirby and Haley Atwell, and like all the, and then even like Tom Cruise's character, and like even the villain like Henry Cavill and everything. As soon as they like amp up the sex appeal, and also like the films become good as well. So maybe they went the James Bond route. They're like, you know what, we're gonna make our spies sexy. All right, let's do this, and then boom, it works out. So yeah. Hmm.
To be fair, I feel like if the people are attractive, it's easier to get through security and stuff. In
Also, I
especially
guess
in
I guess
those
I guess
high
I guess
class events.
not only sex appeal, but I think the chemistry between between the characters, the sexual chemistry got like increased as well. So I
Yeah.
think that helps with like the, oh, interesting, what's gonna happen here. So yeah.
You know what? Now that you mention it, yeah, I can. Yeah, I know. I can see that.
Uh-huh. There's a will they want they for every new film, you know. So
I mean,
uh-huh.
but he's married though. With uh,
Yeah,
well,
but bro, he
yeah,
literally, Ethan Hunt have a thing for Ilsa Faust.
definitely have a
It's
thing for Ilsa
very
Faust.
blatantly have a thing
But now
for Ilsa
she's,
Faust.
but now she's, out. So
Yeah.
who's next then? Grace?
Well, Grace is there,
I guess
and
so.
Elena is also there with
It's
Sopolis.
not gonna go to Elena for sure. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I wish, but yeah, man, Vanessa Kirby's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll say this though. I don't know, man. I don't like the acronym. I mean, I don't like the full thing. Like, I mean, IMF, Impossible Mission
Impossible
Force.
Mission Force.
It
It's so
sounds
dumb.
like something a kid made up. Like a 12-year-old me will say that. Like, what should we call this team? Impossible Mission Force.
Yeah, it's such a dumb. It is such a dumb acronym. I don't know who. I'm
Eh,
pretty sure it's from the, because it's from the TV show.
It's from a TV show,
So
yeah.
it's from the 1966 TV series. So probably they were like, "Hey, IMF sounds cool. Let's do it."
Yeah, I feel like in the 60s, yeah, it's pretty cool, but now, if I'm hearing it, it's like, damn, something
Mm-hmm.
a kid made up.
Mm-hmm.
Impossible Mission
Uh
Force.
huh.
Yeah. Uh, Pretty much it. The whole, I mean, obviously, after the second one's the only stinker, right? After all that, especially after the third one, it's really good after that. Yeah. I know, actually,
Mm-hmm.
the third one is good. After the fourth one, after Ghost Protocol, then it's really all good. Yeah, pretty much that.
Yeah.
You want to add
Cool.
anything, Bert, on the Mission Impossible franchise?
No, I just love the film. I think you mentioned it. I think you're right. With after the third one, it takes off, including third one, my opinion. But yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
very consistently good like like action franchise that I'm excited to see the finale come whenever it comes out. So yeah.
Yeah. Man, I mean, they're doing really good job. Like usually, I kind of zoned out a little bit sometimes, in a 2-hour movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but all the movies from three onwards, they've been able to capture the what's the name? Doesn't make me zone out at all. You know, there's always
Mm-hmm.
something for me to like. Oh my god, what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the action really helps as well, and knowing that Tom Cruise is doing all the action. Like, I forgot in which Mission Possible it was. The one when he's on the airplane,
That's
hanging off the
five.
sides. The fifth one,
Rogue Nation. Yeah.
Rogue Nation. Yeah, that's in the opening. That's insane. And then I see some of the clip when I think he jumps off the building when he's parkouring the building in Dead Reckoning. I'm like, that's a broken foot, if I'm not mistaken.
That's Fallout. That's in Fallout.
Is that Fallout? Yeah, that's in Fallout. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's a broken foot. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
damn. Yeah, you're just especially knowing that he's doing all the stunts, it just elevates it, I guess. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, pretty much that. Um, there's
Fair.
also the scene that got my butt clenching as well. I think when he, again, I forgot which Mission Impossible it was, when he kind of lands on the roof and then he slides down, almost falling off the roof. I
Why was
forgot.
he on the roof?
I forgot.
It might be three. It might be Mission Impossible 3. Was it when they're shooting balls on the roof?
When they're shooting what on the roof?
Balls
Why are they shooting balls on the roof?
for a distraction.
I don't
There
remember
was
that
literally
happening.
one where they shoot. There is literally one that they're shooting tennis balls on the roof, and then Ethan like
Oh,
swings.
oh, that's what you mean. Is that one?
Yeah,
I think it's that one. Yeah, I think it's that one. Is that the third one?
that's the third one. I don't know if that's the one where he's sliding. I feel like there's a lot of sliding on the roof, so it's like a
Yeah,
pretty
that's true.
vague description right there, Kelv. So yeah.
Well, but yeah, all the action's really good. So yeah, there's that. But yeah,
All
Mission
right.
Impossible franchise, really, really good. Yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
really good.
That's why I
All right.
watch it. That's why I watch it. I watch it a lot, and that's why I've been telling you to watch it.
Well, I can't wait for part two now. It's coming out next year, right? For that Reckoning part two.
I don't think it's coming out next year, but it's coming
Oh,
out
it's
soon.
not. Oh,
I think it's supposed to be, but I doubt it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is coming out next year, but I don't know.
all right. Yeah, pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that,
All
that
right.
that's Mission Impossible. My whole week was just Mission Impossible.
Nice.
I even dreamed about it, you know? Like
Nice.
I watch it so
That's a
much
dream.
it seeps into my dream. I think I wrote it down in the group chat. Let me pull it up real quick.
Okay.
Like my like yeah, Mission Impossible seeps into my dream. Like I remember like when I wake up the dream was something about like there was I had to solve a riddle or kind of like a riddle kind of thing with and there's a timer and if I solve it I get a free katsudon.
Okay.
Yeah, I get a free katsudon. I don't remember what the hell happened, but I remember I went to like a convenience store in my boxer with like socks and shoes, and then and then an older guy kind of say something along the lines of like, "What the hell are you wearing?"
Uh-huh.
And then I reply, "I forgot," and then it just cuts to me getting what's his name? Getting caught by like a guy, kind of like a Henry Cavill type guy, and he just rips off his mask, and turns out it's not Henry Cavill, and it's like some dude is like Josh Gad kind of guy, and then he's like wearing heels, so that he's the same, so he's tall, and then it just cuts again to me, uh, find finding out like the answer, quote unquote answer for the to get the free katsudon, and turns out it's all a ruse, and the timer went down, reached zero, and then I wake up.
I'm so lost.
Yeah, all I, it, um, I mean, I don't know. That's my Mission Impossible dream apparently to get the free food. How did I remember it? I mean, once I woke up, I wrote it down in a group chat.
You wrote it down. Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta write it down.
while
You
I
gotta
still
don't forget.
remember, so it's there.
Yeah. That's valid. Fair.
Yeah, it seeps
Uh,
into my dream, man. Yeah.
um,
All right, Albert.
by the way,
What is it?
Dead Reckoning Part 2 is set to release May 23, 2025. It was supposed to be released in June 28, 2024, but because of the SAG-AFTRA strike, I think they
Mm,
wouldn't finish with filming or something. So they had to stop. So yeah.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, let them cook,
Hmm.
you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right,
And I
Albert. Let's
mean,
get into your movies.
the villain is an AI, so it's ironic with the SAG-AFTRA thing anyway. Yeah.
That is true.
That film also came out in in the midst of the strike. So yeah.
And it's about AI.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous, the
All right.
timing.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Let's
So
get away from the impossibility. Let's go to the possibles.
all
What?
right. So how much time do I have to talk about my films? How much time are you giving me, Kelvin?
I'm giving you. I don't know. Just go into it, man. You have a lot.
All right. So yeah, I a bunch of these are watched that I decided to watch in the plane that was available on the plane. Some of them is just prior to the planes. And some of these are part of so I do this like movie swap thing that I do with my friends every Christmas, and basically we create this group chat, and then we basically give each other a film. So in that group chat, I think around there's 8 people, 9 people, including myself. So I get 8 different films from 8 different people
Oh.
that I have to watch, and I basically in return I gave like one film for each of my other friends, basically. So I've like 8 different films. I'm halfway done. 4 of them I watched this past week. So one of them that I was given was Kajillionaire, Kajillionaire. So like millionaire, but Kajillion. Um, and this came out in 2020. I heard about this film. It's popular on Letterboxd, so I'm very familiar with its popularity. Never know what it's about. This is directed by Miranda July, and it stars Evan Rachel Wood, Deborah Winger, Gina Rodriguez, and Richard Jenkins. And it's basically about this like it stars with Evan Rachel Wood as like this 20 something year old woman who her parents treat her really poorly, and they don't really treat her as a kid but treat her like sort of like a colleague. And the reason I say colleague because the parents are kind of like con artists that swindles people, and she basically
Mm.
treats their own daughter as like, hey, you're part of the team, you got to do your share of work. And she's like, she doesn't know love and everything like that, so it's like a very distant kind of thing. And it's a very interesting story and commentary about like what does it mean to be loved, and like that kind of stuff. It just wasn't for me. I liked it. There are some parts that I thought was good. I thought the performance were great, but overall it wasn't like I didn't really it's not a film that I would go back to revisit. I gave it 3.5 because I still think there are some great parts with the performance and very interesting story. I just didn't like really resonate with any of the characters, and like I didn't really care much for it. So yeah, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. Have you heard of Kajillionaire?
No, I've never heard of that. Looks interesting though, from the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so that was the first one. Next up, I also got was given by a friend. This is called Sunshine from 2007. This is directed by director Danny Boyle, which Calvin, you might familiar with 28 Days Later, with Slumdog
Yeah.
Millionaire, Steve Jobs, Train Spotting, Yesterday. Good director. I like the stuff that I've seen him. I do like it. Sunshine is basically 50 years in the future. I'm just reading the letterbox premise. 50 years into the future, the sun is dying and Earth is threatened by Arctic temperature. A team of astronauts is sent to revive the sun, but the mission fails. 7 years later, a new team is sent to finish the mission as mankind's last hope. So basically, it's a group of like space mission to try to revive the sun. Basically,
Mhm.
they are there. They have their last hope. They don't have any more of the. They don't have any more of like the nuclear missile to power the sun. This is the last chance that they do. So it follows right this group, and the cast is stacked. Cillian Murphy, Rose Byrne, Chris Evans, Michelle Yeoh, Cliff Curtis, Hiroyuki Sanada, Benedict Wong, Mark Strong, Troy Garrity. It's a stacked cast. It's giving me like an alien kind of vibe in terms of the cast because it's like stacked, but there's like very interesting cast of characters. Like there are scientists, there are like the navigators and whatnot. And yeah, it's just I really like this film. I gave it 4 out of 5. It's just a very it's the film is really good for the first for the first 2 out of 3 2/3 of the film. The third act kind of falls apart for me, and I'll tell you why in a bit. But the first 2 act, just following the characters and like learning about the mission and seeing the characters fight and everything like that, and like seeing the different challenges that they have, it's so fascinating and it's like really, really enjoyable. And I'm like, this is like exciting. And the music, the score, is also really good. Let me check who did the score real quick. Um, but the score is really good for this film. It is composed by, if I can find it on Letterbox as I'm scrolling,
Okay.
John Murphy. John Murphy did this. He did the Suicide Squad. He did Kick Ass, and he did Guardians 3. He composed the score for this, and it's really good. And the visual effects is also really good. The third act falls apart. The third act, they add like an element, and by element as a metaphorical element, not like an actual element, they add an element into the third act that's try to increase like an additional storyline in a way that
Oh,
really didn't work for me. And I was like, oh, I kind of wish they didn't, and they just stick with what they were doing. And it kind of makes it like kind of off the rails a little bit. And I was like, that's a little much. I really did not enjoy that third act. But yeah, so um if it wasn't for the third act, this film would have been better. But yeah, the third act really fumbles it a little bit. Have you heard of this?
oh, never heard of this either.
Yeah, it's
I mean, around this year, it's not my movie year yet.
gotcha. Yeah, no, I've never heard of it till right now as well. So yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Uh
Sunshine.
huh.
Sounds interesting though
Yeah.
from what you mentioned.
Yeah. No, it definitely. Again, there are some good parts of it, and also yeah, like I said, the cast is like so. It's also like Chris Evans before he kind of blew up a little bit. Cillian Murphy really before he blew up. Rose Byrne, Michelle Yeoh was like before she blew up as well. So like a lot of the cast are like Benedict Wong, Hiroki Sanada. So a lot of the cast is like really much before they were famous, and then just yeah. Um,
Benedict Wong is in this?
uh huh.
Yeah, boy. All right.
This is still when it was slim Benedict Wong.
Wait,
I'm
he's
not fat
slim?
shaming Benedict. I'm not fat shaming Benedict Wong. I mean like he's bigger now, but this is like
Yeah.
when he was really slim then. So it was like yeah.
Dude, this is like when I saw unswole Henry Cavill in Hellraiser, I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. But yeah, so that was Sunshine. Oh, last thing about Sunshine. You watched Wonder Woman in 1984, right?
Yeah, that was awful.
Y- Yep, it was awful. Remember when she flies for the first time? They play this awesome music behind it, and people are complaining about it. I don't know if you heard the complaints of like the first time she flies, it was like a very beautiful musical moment.
Okay.
That is this that musical that not musical that's music piece was
Uh-huh.
literally the main theme for Sunshine. It was one of the
Oh,
main themes from
what?
Sunshine. So they literally just took that theme and put it in Wonder Woman, and which is why people are complaining. Like, you literally
Wait.
have Hans Zimmer, one of the best composer of our generation, in one of the most important sequence of the film, and you decide
Yeah.
to pick a song from Sunshine. What? So yeah, I was like, I never understood that until I saw this film. I'm like, oh, that's what they meant. Huh. Interesting. I was like, that sounds so familiar. Where have I heard this from? Wait a minute, it's from Wonder Woman. Oh wait, that's the thing that people talked
And
about.
it's
So yeah, like it just
it's the
throws me
bad
together.
one. All right,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All
all
right.
right. So that was my second film. Third film, In Bruges. This is also given. I've heard about this film a lot. This is from 2008. This is by director Martin McDonagh, who Kelvin, you like the Irish people in the benches of Inisherin.
Yep.
Um, Colin Firth and Brendan Gleeson is back in this one. They're both Irish again, and their accents are awesome. You would love this for their
Yeah,
accent.
baby. I'm all
That
for the
is not how
Irish
they
accent.
sound. But this is basically they are two hitmens. They are hitmens, and they messed up basically on one of their mission. So they're basically now in Bruges. Bruges is a city in Belgium. They're now in
Hmm.
Bruges, kind of trying to lay low, and it's a dark comedy of like these two characters of these two hitmens, just trying to lay low and just trying to not get into trouble after they messed up in a way, building their relationship, and then sort of like their upper boss kind of thing is like kind of like, you guys messed up, I'm coming after you, I gotta deal with this myself. So it's like kind of that thing. And it's like the dark comedy really works. I think that the harmony is good, I think the performance is great. I think the story is very interesting. I gave it 4 out of 5. This film was a little bit overhyped for me. A lot of my friends liked it and talked about it a lot, and it kind of got hyped up in my brain. I was like, "This is gonna be like really awesome." But yeah, I thought it was just solid, good. But yeah, the dark comedy and the performances, it's like it's like great. If you like dark comedy and you like the Irish vibe of like basically Martin
If you like the
McDonagh
Irish
style,
accent.
yeah, like the Irish accent, you would enjoy this. I mean, again, in dark comedy, some of the jokes you might feel like, oh, that's a little out of line, but that is what it is. So yeah. Also, I did watch this when I was awake for 24 hours straight, so it might affect my perception of the film. So
Hmm.
I was
That
awake, by the way, for 24 hours straight because I didn't want to miss my flight, and because I have an early flight, so I decided to just like, I'm just gonna stay up. It was probably not the brightest idea because
wait,
I got
you
really
watched
tired.
this not on the plane while waiting.
Bit of both.
Bit of
So
both.
I watched
Okay.
it while waiting. I got tired. I stopped it, and then I watched part of it again while in the airport. Got tired. I stopped it and decided to continue again on the plane because I have it downloaded on my iPad. So yeah,
You know that definitely affect
that
the
definitely
experience,
affects
I
it.
guess.
But I
Yeah.
was really tired and I couldn't. I just couldn't continue it on. So yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, when watching movies, sometimes I also try to watch movies like, oh, it's like 11 p.m. All right, I'm gonna watch it, and then, like an hour in, I'm like, oh god, I'm too tired, and
Uh
I
huh.
continue in the morning. It's not the same.
Uh huh.
Yeah, it's just not the same. All right, yeah,
Right.
I
So that
should
was
watch this
four out
though.
of
I'm
five.
kind of I'm kind of interested in watching this. Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't
I think you
Cameron
might like it.
didn't Cameron brought it up when he was on the show at one point?
Um,
I think he
might you
did,
might
didn't
be
he?
right. I think you
Yeah.
might be right about that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. All right. Cool. In how'd you say it? Bruges? Bruges?
Bruges.
All right.
Bruges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's your next movie?
This one is fully in the plane. This is technically my first full plane film after In Bruges.
Okay.
Another 4 out of 5. I watched Shin Godzilla. So
Nice. Is this from the
this
swap
one,
thing again with your friend? Or you just want to
this one
watch
is not
this?
from the swap thing. This one I just decided I want to watch it, and it was on a
Okay.
plane. I was like, this is what I do. I don't know about you. If it's for a long flight for me, when I'm on a plane, I basically see all the selection of movies. I write it down on my phone
Oh,
and like, all right, this is good. I'm keeping an eye on this. I like this one. Check it out next. Okay, I like this one. I write it down. So I have like a list of like films that I want to see, and basically that, and I go back to it. I forget what airlines it is, but my last flight that was a long one, which was not Pride Race, was Australia, so it might be Qantas. I don't know, but one of the airlines that allow me to keep a watch list. So I go to the
oh,
film and
that's so
there's a
nice.
button that's I etch the watch list. So after I go to the whole thing at the watch list and I go to my watch list and there's like all the films that I checked off. I'm like, oh, this is so nice. This does all the work for me.
That
So
is
yeah, it's so
really
cool.
nice.
I know.
I've never been on a
Planes
plane with that.
entertainment system at that feature. It's not too difficult. Just at the watch list feature. That will be so cool. Um, but yeah, Shin Godzilla. This was good. I like this. 4 out of 5.
Right?
I think the drama and the politics was interesting. I'm really intrigued with that whole thing. The Godzilla looks kind of goofy, but it
The
looks
baby?
menacing as well. The whole
How'd you like the
sequence, just
baby?
because it have a derpy eyes the whole time. So
Yeah.
it's the and like the eyes look dead, to be honest, which maybe is like maybe it that's why it kind of give me a fake sense to it.
Mm,
But yeah, it's like it's a pretty cool concept, and again, I think the politics out of anything is the most interesting part of it. So yeah,
yeah.
and they use the trains to target the shins of the Godzilla, and that's why Shin Godzilla.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they titled
Hmm.
it that. Definitely.
Yeah, they launch bullet trains to the shins to take him down. So yeah,
Yeah.
Shin Godzilla 4 out of 5. This the next
Um.
one is what?
I was
Oh yeah,
I was gonna say.
comment on it, comment. Go go go.
I was gonna say, but yeah, like I watched this fight couple months ago as well. But yeah,
Uh huh.
like I thought I would be bored with the political stuff, but
Uh
yeah,
huh.
it's very interesting. Like I said, I think it's really cool that it involved like the whole world kind of thing. US got involved, other countries got involved because usually in this kind of like kaiju movie stuff, that's like, all right, you know what? At least in the American one, you're like, yep, we got this.
Uh huh.
Yeah, something like that, right? Usually. So this sounds pretty
Yeah.
cool to see the politics. Like, oh, this country doesn't want to help because of this. Yeah,
Uh huh.
and then like this country's like I forgot. I think it was US. That's like, let's just nuke it.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I think that part's the interesting part. But yeah, yeah, very
Yeah.
much
No,
that.
you're right. Definitely. So yeah, that was Shin Godzilla. The next one is another 4 out of 5 stars.
Yeah,
This
we
this
watched
is
a lot
not
of good
from.
stuff.
I mean, I kind of had like the films that I watched was like I heard some stuff about it, so that's why it's in my watch list. So this one
Yeah,
was not from a movie swap. This is Invictus. Have you heard of Invictus?
feel like I've heard of. Let me see the poster real quick, actually. Yeah, you
So
know
this
what?
is
I've seen
directed
the
by
poster. I
this
have
is a
never
sports
watched
film. This is
it.
directed by Clint Eastwood. This is starring Morgan Freeman as Nelson Mandela, the former president. Is it former? I believe it's former. Former president of South Africa, or is he still?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's former.
I
Former president of
I don't
South
know.
Africa. Um, is he alive? Nelson
Let
Mandela.
me check.
I
Oh,
feel like I feel like
honestly, I don't know much about Nelson Mandela, but there is the whole
okay, yeah, no, he
Mandela
did.
effect
He
thing.
died. I'm pretty. I was pretty sure it's former because I'm pretty sure he died. I think I remember the news breaking. So yeah, he passed away.
There's,
Uh,
there's a whole the whole Mandela effect thing because of him. Like people
yeah.
don't remember if it's like alive or in the prison type of deal.
Uh huh.
Back then, there's a whole Mandela effect. But yeah, go on.
Uh huh. But yeah, it's basically Morgan Freeman as Nelson Mandela and Matt Damon as Francois Pinard, who is a rugby player. And I basically did all I know about this film is literally that this is a rugby movie set in South Africa because it's Nelson Mandela. I know nothing about it. I am very unfamiliar with South African history. And how much do you know about South African history?
Man,
The
I don't
country.
even know Napoleon history. How am I supposed to know African history?
So
South
South
Africa
Africa, the
history, man.
history. I
Yeah.
didn't know about the history until this film, and more than anything, this film makes me intrigued to check out the real history of South Africa because apparently it was like French invaded, British invaded, I believe, and at one point, and South Africa is the highest population of whites in Africa is in South Africa. Pretty sure because of the whole invasion. And at one point in history, I forgot what year, I looked it up. Basically, they had a political party that comes into power, and they basically did a very strong, very extreme segregation of like the
Oh.
white people and the black people, where like the black people is only allowed to do this, and most of them are only allowed to work for white people, and like the white people have all the power. And it lasted for like a couple of years, and then eventually that party is like kind of disbanded. Nelson Mandela comes into power. He was sent into prison because he was one of the like activists against it, and that's why he was in prison. And then once he comes out, he become political and become the president, and they like eventually abolish that rule and everything. So this film was interestingly about um, he was trying to use the rugby as a way to kind of unite the country back in a way, and I don't know how accurate this is in real life,
Oh.
but like the
Okay.
rugby are like mostly like white people kind of thing, and they're like trying to get the people, the whole country to like band together of like yeah, we are one country. We are not just gonna change we're not gonna like segregate or anything like that. But like again, I don't know how accurate this is to real life, but I thought it was an interesting way to do it. And just yeah, I thought it was well done. I thought the performance by Morgan Freeman and Matt Damon was really good. um and the rugby stuff was fun to watch as well, even though I didn't watch rugby. But yeah, I think the whole I think that I'm more interested about the history more than anything than this film. So yeah, but yeah,
I, w-
Invictus.
I was wondering the whole time when you're explaining the whole what's the name? The history, the stuff, the segregation. I'm like, what does this have to do with rugby?
No, yeah, literally, because like the there was a sequence in the film where Nelson Mandela was saying, look at the audience. All the white people are rooting for our team. All the black people are rooting for the opposing country because they're like, I don't like our team. Our
Hmm.
team is kind of like a memory of the past of the segregation apartheid era, which is what the
Yeah, yeah.
segregation era. So and he's like trying to unite, like, hey, this is we're one country together, kind of thing. So yeah.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
So yeah, basically that was Invictus.
All right, all right, all right, all right. What's
Next
next?
next film, I think you've seen this. Past
Yeah,
Lives.
yeah, I've seen it. Past lives.
Past Lives is in the plane. It was really good. Probably I shouldn't have watched it on a plane. Um,
Did it hit you? The
the
feelings,
ending
I
hit
mean,
the e- the end the
the
ending
ending.
hit me.
Yeah.
The ending was
Same.
so good. I didn't expect what to expect from the ending. I didn't know where the film was going. I didn't know where the direction was going. But yeah, this is directed by Celine Song, starring Greta Lee and Theo Yu and Magro. And those three performances really, really well and perfectly well cast. And the premise is basically like this two childhood friends from Korea. And then the Nora, she goes to the US, and then Song stays in Korea, and then after a couple of years in the future, they kind of reconnect, and they're like, it's kind of sort of like a what could have been kind of thing of like, hey,
Mhm.
if I had stayed in Korea, maybe we could have been together. But now I'm kind of like with this other guy, and you were with this other person at the time, and now this whole situation, and just the whole discussion between the two characters of kind of like maybe in a past life we could have been together, or
It's
like in the
very kind
future
of
in a future life.
it's kind of like very bittersweet kind of thing. Like, oh yeah, they still you can still see that they're like there's still some connection there, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I don't know. Just watching
You
it,
know, you know what
just
this,
the whole vibe is just very bittersweet for me.
you know what this remind me of?
What?
This remind me of the final 6 minutes of La La Land.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. It
Exactly. Like
literally
if
is because it's like
what
the what
if,
could have
right?
been. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
What
like it's
if,
so well done, and
basically?
like the performance from those three cast, the main lead, including Arthur John Magro. I thought he was so well because he seems like so defeated the whole movie. He's kind of like,
Mm,
I'm like, am I just a roadblock in your life, or are you supposed to be with this guy? But it's like, no, was I'm like here, and then like she's like, no, she's like reassuring him that she's the is her he's the one that
yeah.
she truly love. So it's like just a very interesting like dynamic between those three characters, and even the Sung and Arthur have very interesting relationship as well, and that one scene that they share.
Even if
Um,
they cannot communicate with each other that well,
I know,
Yeah,
and it's so
right?
good. And I think the setting of New York also really helps. I think it's beautiful that the setting of New York and everything. And yeah, that last ending when after they just stare at each other as they say
Hmm.
goodbye, like and say nothing, and then after she walks back, and I was like, after she walks back, I was like, okay, this is like the end of the film. This is it. She just walks back, and then she breaks down and hugs him, and that's when it hits me. I was like, fuck, this is so sad. So yeah, I think that when she started breaking down, that's the one when it hits me the most. I'm like, oh my god, I'm welling up. I'm welling up in a plane right now. So yeah.
Definitely not a plane movie.
Not a plane movie. Not a
Not a
plane
plane
movie.
movie, man.
Yeah, yeah. So really good film though. I highly recommend
Really
this
good.
film. Past Life. If you haven't seen it.
Yeah, agree.
Anything you want to add to this?
Nah, not much. I like the white shots they do to show, the scenery in New York.
Oh yeah,
They
I think it's
they kind
directed really well, and the screenplay is really
Yeah,
good too.
right. It's really good. Usually Past Lives is really not my type of movie, but man, it works so good in this one.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so
You got
uh,
yeah, you got
uh,
more.
I got three more films.
All
So I
right,
got
what's next?
Blackberry, which 2023 film Blackberry, a biopic about the rise and fall of BlackBerry. Everyone knows BlackBerry. I feel like everyone have a BlackBerry at one point. It's the first smartphone before
I
even
don't have it.
iPhone was a thing. You never had a BlackBerry?
I never had a BlackBerry. My first phone was a Samsung.
Really? So you directly have
Yeah,
an Android phone?
I directly have an Android phone. Some Samsung
Okay.
Galaxy Edge. No, Samsung Galaxy 6. I think that's my
So
first phone.
there was what year? What year did you have your first phone?
Grade 7.
Okay, interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely my first one wasn't a BlackBerry. I had a Sony Xperia, and then I had a BlackBerry,
Ah.
and then I had an iPhone, and I've been an iPhone guy ever
Wait,
since.
when did you get your first phone?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's a while back.
Damn.
It's like
Okay.
yeah,
In elementary? No?
I
Around,
don't remember.
you don't remember at all? Damn. All right.
I
Okay.
feel like I did have maybe I might probably have a phone in elementary.
All right. That's
Yeah.
cool.
But anyway, this is about the rise and fall of the BlackBerry, about the creator and the owner of BlackBerry, basically. And yeah, basically again, it's like how it got to creation, how it got popular, and then how it basically the chaos that leads to the downfall of the BlackBerry. and I was so surprised. This was so good, and I had so much fun. I give it 4 out of 5. I thought Jay Baruchel as Mike Lazardis is so good, and Glenn Howerton. I've never seen this guy in anything, I think, but him as the Jim Balls Basley, he's so good. He's so much fun to watch, and him just you've seen this film, right?
No, no, I haven't seen Blackberry.
Oh, you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. I
Basically,
wanted to.
Jay Baruchel as Mike Lazardis is like the guy. He's basically the tech guy of the creation team, and
Okay.
Jim Balsley, played by Glenn Howerton, he's like sort of the business head of it, and J- uh, Glenn Howerton just like he plays this. How do I describe it? The character's kind of like very hot headed and like yelling the whole time, and it's almost like him just yelling his head off at every single sequence, and it's
Yeah.
so funny to watch. But it's like such a well performance. Like he's like angry and just like yelling and like frustrated, and like it's just like the best angry acting that I've ever seen. It's just so much fun to watch him. Um, but yeah, the dynamic of the two and the dynamic with the other cast members as well of the other members of the Blackberry team and the rise and basically the rise and fall of everything. It's good. It's very entertaining and very exciting. 4 out of 5. Great stuff.
So I'm gonna watch this at some point. Isn't the movie really long? 3 hours ish, isn't it?
Um, no, it's one
Is it
one
not?
hour 19 minutes. Not
One hour
1 hour 19
19.
minutes. It's one 19 minutes. So that's like less than 2 hours.
119. All right. I thought you say
Yeah.
190. I'm like, no, that's 3 hours.
No,
Yeah,
no, no. 119.
119. No, that's about 2 hours. Okay. I guess I saw
Mhm.
wrong that time. But
Yep.
yeah, I'm interested in watching Blackberry. I've heard really really good stuff about it. Like
Mhm.
on the Reddit, sometimes people say what movie surprised you, in 2023, and this movie keeps coming up. So I've been wanting to see
That's
it.
fair.
Yeah.
I think I was looking at my rankings. I think a film that surprised me the most for this year, that surprised me at how high up it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's Freaky, not Freaky. Sorry, not Freaky. Totally Killer.
Freaky.
Uh,
Totally.
Totally
Oh,
Killer.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking
Is it
Freaky because
that
it's the
good?
same trope. I enjoyed that film so much. I really
Alright.
did. I thought I was gonna hate that film, but I enjoyed it a lot. So
Alright.
that was like I was surprised at the comedy and the sci-fi and the killing. It's so much fun. So yeah.
I gotta
Anyway,
watch that soon then.
yeah. I got two more films. One is from 1988. This is Midnight Run. This is from the movie Swap. This is directed by Martin Brest, who directed Beverly Hills Cop, and it stars a young Robert De Niro, along with Yaphet Kotto, Charles Grodin, John Ashton, and basically, Robert De Niro plays a ex cop who is now kind of just like a bounty hunter, and so he's trying to do this job basically and trying to get this person back to LA, the person that he's trying to get. But like he forms a relationship with this guy, kind of learns about him and like the past and everything. So he's kind of like, well, should I really turn you in? Do you really did the crime for the kind of thing? It's like a very interesting like comedy action crime. It's really giving like a lot of vibes of Beverly Hills Cop. But yeah, I really do like it. And Robert De Niro is fantastic in this film. He is so good, and Yaphet Kotto is so good as well. So yeah,
Wait, is it
Midnight
is this
Run
a
is
serious
fun, a lot of
movie?
fun. Huh?
Is this like what, a serious movie or
It's like a
comedy?
crime comedy. It's a
Crime
crime
comedy.
comedy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
crime comedy. It's a dramedy, I guess. It's a dramedy.
Mm,
So yeah.
alright. Never heard of this one.
So yeah,
Sounds interesting.
4 out of 5. Out of 5. So out of the movie stuff that I've seen,
4 out of
that's the
5 out of
top one so
5?
far. 4.5 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. So out of the four movies of film that I've seen, this is definitely my favorite. So well done for the person who picked Midnight Run. Yeah.
Right.
And the
Okay.
last one that I watch is May December 2023 film, new release, Netflix. Did you heard of this one?
No, never
Or are
heard
you
of it.
familiar with this?
Did it just came out like
Okay.
literally just came out
This past
on
week.
December?
Yeah, this past week.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know why it's called May December.
It's released on December, Albert.
Yeah, but why the May?
Maybe that's their initial release date and you're like, eh.
Now I gotta look this up. But
If it were to come out in November, it's gonna be May, November.
initial release was May. Oh my god, what the
Was
fuck?
it? There you go.
Initial release in the Cannes Film Festival was in May.
There you
See,
go,
okay,
Albert.
but it was released in the US in November 17. But it just came out on Netflix recently, is it not? It came out in Netflix on December 1st. In select theaters on November.
Yeah, see, select theaters in November, so they don't count that. They want to count the Netflix one. It's
But there
December,
is
May,
no way they
December.
planned the title of the release based on the title of the film based on the release date. That's insane.
Yeah,
I have no
you
idea why
never
it's
know,
called
man.
May December.
Is it not explained
Um,
throughout the movie?
no one is called May. No one is called December.
Does it take
Nothing
place in May or
really to
December?
do. Never mentioned. There was a
Oh,
college. There was a high school graduation, which leads to like May times, possibly college graduation. But um, yeah, I don't know why. I gotta look this up. Maybe you can look this up. But basically, this film was based on a real story. They changed the characters in the film, but this is based on they changed characters and the setting of the film. But this is based on a real story, which is very fucked up. Basically, it's this film is about a so okay, I'm gonna say what the real life story first, and then I tell you what the film is about.
right,
So the
sure.
real life story is there is this high school teacher or school teacher in her 30s or something.
Hmm.
And I believe it's like 35 in the film, in her 30s. And she basically have this relationship with a 13-year-old boy.
Oh, that's not good.
And they literally had sex. The
Oh,
36-year-old high school teacher had sex with a 13-year-old boy. And the teacher got sent to prison because it's a crime. And apparently, the teacher
yeah.
said that she didn't know it was a crime. She didn't know it was illegal. She knew it was frowned upon. She didn't know it was illegal. That's her.
What?
That's her case. She got sent to prison. In prison, she was pregnant with their kid. So and then
Oh,
she was literally released couple months later, couple of days. I don't know how long the actual thing is. He got released, and then they eventually had a couple more kids. In the film, they had 3 kids total, but eventually they had a couple more kids. And yeah, so the guy literally he grew. Eventually he grew up and they got married, and it's a grooming thing basically because of this
it
like
is.
36-year-old lady with a 13-year-old kid, and it's like so messed up. And so the film is basically about Natalie Portman, who's this actress, who she's an actress, and she's basically trying to play this character, and this character is played by Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore is playing a fictional character, a fictional version of this teacher basically. um and Natalie Portman is basically the actor trying to portray Julianne Moore in a film that she's gonna star in. Makes sense.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right.
Yeah. And Charles Melton plays Joe, who is basically the kid, who's now the adult version of him. But basically, yeah, in their relationship. But yeah, it's a very interesting thing of like the film is very interesting because it's kind of like showcasing just the nature of this relationship that is clearly messed up between the Gracie and Joe. And like throughout the film it's showing more and more of like Gracie is kind of to like showing like the whole film she's acting as she's showing like I am the victim here. I am not like people keeps on blaming me, but I truly was like in love with him and he loves me back, so I don't see anything wrong, and people puts me the victim card, and that's like kind of messed up. And then throughout the film, as Natalie Portman is trying to learn more about the character, she's trying to learn more into the character, talking with all the different like family members and everything. Joe himself is starting to realize like, am did I not have a choice in this whole thing? Was I actually kind of like groomed in a way? And like at the end of the film, there was a sequence where he wants to have a talk with Julianne Moore of like kind of like mentioning of like, did do we actually fell in love. I that was this actually a thing, and that performance by Charles Melton, which by the way I only know him from freaking Riverdale, and the only reason I know him was that because he replaced a cast member from Riverdale, and I was like, well, he got he replaced his cast member, so clearly he's a second choice. Clearly he's not great, and I've never seen him in anything else. And then he came out of nowhere in this film, and arguably have a better performance than Julianne Moore and Natalie Portman, in my opinion, just for that one scene where he's kind of like breaking down and asking Julianne Moore like, "Please tell me," and it kind of is like, kind of like the inner child of him, like kind of scared and not knowing what to say, and it's like very horrifying to see. And yeah, just like really incredible performance by all three, and the script was like very well done, and yeah, just Natalie Portman's character of just being an actor in a film trying to act out a film. It's like it's very meta, and it's like the whole thing is just really good. It's really well done, and yeah, the ending is crazy. So yeah, really good film. May December.
That's really good. I mean, sounds really interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's an interesting topic for sure. I don't think I've seen movies with this topic in general. Yeah. All
no,
right. All
yeah.
right. All right.
I mean, it's a really messed up. It's a
It's
really
messed
messed
up,
up
isn't it?
topic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah, I think
Before we
I think I
round
think
up
you I think
our
you might like
list.
it. Hmm.
Before we round up our list and show it. All right. All right.
Uh,
May
uh,
December.
this is let me see if it's in my. I'm pretty sure it's not my top 10. I don't think.
It's not.
Um,
It's too
it's
heavy.
definitely it's definitely
What is it?
currently. I might move it up. Currently it's 19. I might move it up to like the 16 spot.
Mm,
But yeah, again, Charles Melton and Julianne Moore just plays the character so. She is so good at playing this character, and then like Natalie Portman is so like the all three cast the all dude. It's like top three. Those three like top tier performance of the year for me. It's like kind of
damn.
incredible the difference that they dynamic that they did. So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I do highly recommend it.
All right. I will watch it at some
Mhm.
point. Yeah. All right. So I guess that's the end of the longest weekly
Extended
watches,
weekly watches. Yeah.
extended weekly watches because it's just the two of us. It's just the two of us, not even four of us.
Uh
And this
huh.
is all because I haven't watched The Boys and House of Dragons.
Bro, I don't know. I don't even know how long our discussion on trailers is gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be very short, so this should be fun to
Honestly,
see.
this probably is, yeah. But yeah, I mean, we just the two of us. We already watch a lot. You watch 9, I watch 7. That's a lot of
Hmm.
movies. Yeah, and
Hmm.
it's all good movies. We can
Yeah,
all
I
agree
gotta
on that.
say, yeah, I gotta say, out of the 2023 movies that I watched recently, um, they all have, except for the exception of Flora and Son, they all have made my like top 20 of the year. Like they are all like because I watched Holdovers a while back, Past Lives, Priscilla, Nimona, Blackberry, May
What
December.
else?
They
Yeah.
all like they're all up there, man. It's so good. So yeah.
Damn, you've been watching good stuff.
I've been trying to catch up on the good films, man. I think the
How
big
many?
ones that I haven't seen is I'm trying to see what the big ones I haven't seen are.
Actually, open up the
Uh,
list. What's not? What have we not watched yet? Where's the our draft list? Our draft picture.
I know I haven't watched. I know none of us have watched Next Goal Wins.
Yeah. Let's bring up the draft real quick here. All right. I still haven't watched Indiana Jones
Hmm.
and how and the boy with the heron thing. Yeah, the one on
That's
Ariq's list.
coming out next weekend. That's coming out next week in Indonesia.
Oh, neat. All right. Guess I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
Wonka is out right now in Indonesia.
Uh huh.
Yeah. As and then next goal wins. I don't know if it's out yet. Yeah. And outside of that, what have I not
It's Next
watched?
Level Wins is playing in theaters. I saw it. So
There you go. So we could watch Wonka and Axel Wins back to back, Albert. Let's go.
yeah, the biggest film, the most popular, biggest film that I haven't seen from this year is Killers of Flower Moon.
Oh, that too,
Um,
right. Scream
I
6 I
haven't
haven't
seen the
watched.
I haven't seen Napoleon. I haven't seen Saltburn, which I heard some interesting stuff about.
What's
Um,
Saltburn? Salisburn.
Saltburn. Let me read you the
Saltburn.
premise.
Okay.
Struggling to find his place at Oxford University, student Oliver Quick finds himself drawn into the world of charming and aristocratic Felix Captain, who invites him to Saltburn, his eccentric family's sprawling estate, for a summer never to be forgotten. Uh,
Okay.
it's a gay romance story, which I heard the ending was
Brokeback.
kind of insane and leaves people speechless. And it stars Jacob Elordi and Barry Keegan and Rosamund Pike and Richard E. Grant's also there.
All right.
So yeah,
Interesting.
uh, all I heard is like the ending is insane. I don't know how insane it is. Maybe it's overhyped, but yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Also, I haven't seen because it's not out yet. I haven't seen Poor Things, the Emma Stone pretend
It's not out.
cosplaying as Lord movie. It's not out yet.
Yeah.
Um, but I heard Emma Stone is like phenomenal in it, so I'm excited.
But where are people seeing it? Is it like in the festival?
I like film festival release and like early screenings.
Uh,
So
I see.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. -1.
Okay.
Godzilla -1. I really want to watch that,
Yeah,
honestly.
they want. I gotta watch that too. -1. I heard so many good stuff about it.
Yeah, let me open my watch list actually. What have I not watched this year? Yeah,
I haven't seen A
Holdovers. I
Good
still haven't watched that.
Person. Holdovers is good.
Should I watch Scream as my next franchise for next week?
Do it. Do it. Halloween time, man. Let's go.
It's not even Halloween.
I know.
Uh, Nightmare
Halloween
Before
for Christmas.
Christmas. This is like Nightmare
Theater
a
camp. I haven't
week
seen it
before Christmas.
yet.
Yeah. All right. I need to watch Scream, man. That's a lot. Six. I know what? I watched 7 movies this week. I can
That's
watch six.
less than Mission Impossible, and the
That
runtime is
is
shorter.
true.
What is? You have no
That
argument
is
here.
true. Yeah.
And
The
like
Killer,
literally,
right?
the
Haven't
weakest.
watched that.
The Killer is alright.
Oh, I heard Anatomy of Fall is good.
What is that?
Anatomy of a Fall. I know. I just saw it on Letterboxd. It got good ratings, so I'm kind of interested in watching that.
Interesting.
And also this one,
Uh, a,
Dream
a woman is
Scenario
just.
with Nicolas Cage. Yeah, but was it?
Oh, I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer for the first time. That trailer is weird. Dream Scenario is basically. Did you know the premise?
No, I haven't. I don't. I haven't read anything about it.
The premise based on the trailer is that Nicolas Cage plays this guy who I think is a college professor, and then one day he appears in everyone's dream, and he
What?
becomes popular because people's like, "Why are you in everyone's dream?" Like, I don't know, and that kind of thing. And it's like people are like going insane because he keep on appearing. Like, stop appearing in my dream! Like, I have no control over this. So it's kind of like a Freddy Krueger situation kind of thing, which is weird.
But
And it's a
Nicolas
drama
Cage.
comedy. I don't know. It's weird. So yeah.
All right, I'm interested now. Dream Scenario. Okay. What's
Uh,
Anatomy of a Fall about? Actually, I haven't even read.
a
What's
woman
it
is
about?
suspected of her husband's murder, and her blind son faces moral dilemma as the sole witness.
How can you
Huh.
witness if he's blind?
Uh, through the other senses, like hearing.
Alright, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, interesting.
Alright, yeah. But that one is like, God, 3 hours long, so probably not gonna check it out
Oh,
anytime soon.
interesting. Well, I got
Yeah.
3 hours to spare for Killers of the Flower Moon, so that's that.
Yeah, that's my one 3 hour movie this year.
Valid.
Yeah. Alright, still got quite a few to watch, honestly.
Hmm.
I kind
Hmm.
of want to finish out the draft as much as possible first, though.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Alright,
That's-
pretty cool. Uh, so yeah, that's actually Albert. How many movies have you watched this year? The 2023 movies.
I
I mean,
already told you you beat me. Why are we
yeah, I
comparing?
know, but I just want to know now after you watch a bunch of movies.
If my ranking is correct, I should have 58.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's move
You have
on.
more. I know. I know. I know you have more.
I know. Uh, let's see. Right now I have a total of 80.
Oh my goodness.
80 2023 movies, not movies I watch in general. This 2023 movies only. 80 of them.
Gotcha.
I mean, to be
Damn.
fair, like a lot of them are pretty bad. Or at least in the
Right.
mid. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. All right. Yeah, pretty much that. Do you want to talk about trailers? Or
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it briefly. I guess.
yeah.
I don't know how
Let's talk
much
about
I can add to it.
let's just talk about the one that interests us, I guess, which is Furiosa. That's interesting, right? Are you
Furiosa is
interested in that?
interesting. George
Yeah.
Miller right is back to make the prequel for Furiosa. Mad Max Fury Road, starring Anya Taylor-Joy as Furiosa and Chris Hemsworth as Immortan Joe.
Hmm.
Uh,
Wait,
yeah, it's
that's
interesting.
Immortan Joe?
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Immortan Joe. Is it not, or did I just make that up?
I don't know. I don't know who he's playing.
He is. He's playing. Yeah. Okay. He's playing Immortan Joe.
He's that handsome? What happened?
Furiosa happened apparently.
What the hell happened there? He went
Mhm.
from the hunk that is Chris Hemsworth to
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not Immortan Joe. Okay. Wikipedia says Warlord Dementus.
okay, that's not Immortan Joe because that
Google said Immortan Joe.
Google said Immortan Joe. That's who Hemsworth is. Maybe he changed his
So
name.
Google.
After he
Maybe,
got
maybe
ugly,
Google.
he's
Maybe
like
Google is.
maybe after he got ugly, he changed his name. You know, he got an
Oh,
identity crisis.
On Wikipedia, it says a younger version of Immortan Joe, previously portrayed by Hugh Keeves Byrne in Mad Max Fury Road, is set to appear in the film. So maybe it's a different one.
So he was that handsome. All right.
Well,
Mm.
it's not. It's not. It's not him. It's not. It's not Hemsworth.
Oh, it's not Hemsworth. Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
Interesting.
There's a character named Rictus Erectus. Huh.
Dude, that sounds straight up out of like Rick and Morty.
He is. He is.
Rictus erectus.
He is played by Nathan Jones, an Australian actor, powerlifting champion, strongman, and wrestler. He is 6 foot 11 inches, weighing 345 pounds.
Wait, what's his name? I gotta Google this guy. Who is he?
Nathan Jones.
Nathan Jones. All right.
Yeah,
Mm,
born in Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. He held the WWE Heavyweight Championship. What? I've never heard of him. And he's playing a guy named Rictus Erectus. What the heck?
who does he play as in WWE? His face looks
Uh,
familiar. Wait. I need to know his stage name, or is it just Nathan Jones?
I have no idea, man.
I gotta Google this real
Uh,
quick.
but
He
yeah, I
was
mean,
known as the Colossus of Bogo Road. Okay. You
okay,
know what? I think I've seen it in the team fight, probably. Yeah. I mean,
all
he's
right.
bald. He's muscular. He kind of looks like everyone in there.
Uh-huh. Wait, did he appear in Mad Max Fury Road?
I don't think so. Is he casted? Is
Yeah,
he in there?
Rectus Erectus is in Mad Max Fury Road.
As who?
He is Immortan Joe's muscular, large, low IQ son.
What? What?
Rictus Erectus is Immortan Joe's large, low IQ son.
You're telling me Immortan Joe see this boy, you know, come out as a baby and is like, that's Rectus Erectus right there.
Well, you know, you could change your name. Well, changing name is legal. It's not like he's born with it.
Oh, I mean, I feel like in the world of Fury Road, it's like Mad Max. It's like if you change your name, that's just a straight exile type of deal.
Uh-huh.
So maybe he's just too scared. Oh, this guy. Okay, I just googled him. He's big. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Rictus erectus. Is it because he's holding a minigun?
Maybe.
Well, who knows? Alright, I didn't know about that.
But yeah, anyway, the film, the trailer looks good. I like that there's no like, I mean, it's giving the vibe of shame like this Mandatory Road, which is like good action and like no shaky cams, which is like perfect, and just like steady cams with the action, which is incredible. Very rare to see nowadays with steady cam. But
Yeah.
yeah, it looks incredible, visually incredible. It's Junkie XL with the music, so heck yeah, I love Mandatory Road's music with Junkie XL, so I'm excited for this one. Thoughts?
Oh man, I don't even care about the plot, man. I just want to see the action.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, look at the first Mad Max. I'm like, goddamn, it's just going from A to B and back to A.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
So now,
Literally.
if we actually get the same amount of action, and I'm pretty sure, I mean, it's very successful in the first one because everything, it's practical. They actually did it, right? So I'm pretty sure they're
Uh
gonna
huh.
go the same route on this one, where they're actually gonna blow up all the cars and stuff. So the action's gonna
Possibly.
be insane, and now you're adding a plot to it. The you know, hopefully the plot is, if the plot is good,
Prequel.
it's gonna be a straight 5 out of 5. I feel like, because Anya Taylor
Yeah.
Joy, no, my her acting's good. I like her, so there's already a bias going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna show how Furiosa lost her arm?
Oh, I forgot she lost her arm.
Yeah.
Probably it has to be. It's part of the thing. So.
All right. One thing I noticed from the trailer, there's a whole part where they're actually trees. You know,
Hmm.
like really quick. They're like, I think like a bunch of people are running, and you can see like trees and green shrubs in the background. I'm like, what? That's not that's not the desert. That's not sand. How is that possible?
Well,
Yeah,
that's the green place, is it not?
I guess it is. Yeah, they never did mention the green place, but by the time in Fury Road, it's already gone, right?
It's like gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
So
was
yeah,
years later. So yeah.
interesting. So yeah, we'll get to see the green
Mm-hmm.
place. That's pretty cool. And I guess all
Mm-hmm.
the ladies there are all the people from the one we watch in the Fury Road, where they're all kind of crazy cooks.
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess so. Most likely. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know what else that. It just looks very incredible. I can't wait for it to come out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. When is it coming out? Next year.
Is it next year?
Let's see. 2024. Yep. May
24? All right.
24th. May 24th, 2024. So
There you go.
draft them up, boys.
Yeah. It's gonna be a top pick. First pick, maybe?
Definitely.
First round pick? Probably. Maybe. Who knows? We'll
I
see.
doubt it.
Maybe it's an upset. Maybe no
I'll
one
be
picks it.
surprised if it's 2020, if it's first round. I will be very surprised because we have Dune Part 2, Godzilla X Kong is there, Deadpool 3, Inside Out 2, Joker 2, Kingdom of the
Mhm.
Planet of the Apes, the Wicked movie is coming out. I don't know if that's gonna be a first round pick, but I mean, like, there are like a lot of stuff like Mean Girls, Argyle. It's a lot
Alright.
of
Yeah.
some exciting stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what we said last year.
and and
And I picked all the good ones.
everyone's most anticipated film, Craven the Hunter and Madam Web. Let's
Oh
go.
yeah, man. Kevin the Hunter, the way he sits on that chair, sexy boy. He got the whole sex appeal right there. Yeah. All right. That's
Wow.
next year.
Rotten Tomatoes have an article of the most anticipated film of each month of next year. Interesting.
Wow. All right.
Should I
Want to
read
go
through it?
through it? Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. January, Mean Girls.
Okay.
February, oh, they cheated. They put two films,
Wow.
Argyle and Madam Web.
Okay.
March, Dune Part 2. Honorable mentions to Kung Fu Panda 4. There's a Kung Fu Panda 4 coming
Kung Fu
out?
Panda
What?
4?
All right,
That's
dope.
new. That's new to me.
Kung Fu Panda 4, Ghostbusters Afterlife, honorable mention. April, Godzilla X Kong, A New Empire. Honorable mention: The Challengers, which I drafted.
Right. Yeah.
Um, May, The Fall Guy, which is the, I don't know if you've seen the trailer, Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt like action film directed by
Mm.
director of John Wick and Hobbs and Shaw. And then Furiosa, and then If, and Garfield. That's a lot. Kingdom of Planet of the Apes as well.
Garfield.
June,
Oh, that's
the
all in one
Garfield,
month.
yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
Fall
a lot.
Guy, If, Furiosa, Garfield, and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is all coming out in May.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. 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 Oh,
Um, June is Ballerina. That's the Ana de Armas
another
John Wick
was John
spinoff.
Wick. Yeah.
Honorable mentions to Bad Boys 4 and Inside Out 2, and The Bike Riders, and A Quiet Place Day 1.
Huh. All right.
Uh-huh. July, Despicable Me 4, Twisters. Oh, that's right, the sequel to Twister that just titled Twisters. I forgot that was happening. Despicable Me 4, Twisters, Deadpool 3.
Okay. Despicable Me,
August,
man.
board.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, no, that's fair. August, Borderlands, and the untitled Alien movie, and Craven the Hunter. Obviously, Craven
Mm,
tops all of them easily.
yeah. Craven. Got the
Uh,
apps.
September, Beetlejuice 2 and Transformers 1, which is
Oh,
the
Beetlejuice
Transformers
2 is
animated
coming out.
movie. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Tim
All right.
Burton, baby.
Interesting. Yeah.
October is Joker Folie à Deux, the second Joker, and
Second one. One of
Terrifier
Lady Gaga,
3.
right?
Yeah, the Gaga with Harley Quinn. It's Harley Quinn.
Terrifier 3
And
is coming out?
have you seen Terrifier movies?
I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one.
God,
Yeah.
I heard so many messed up stuff that I was like, I don't think I should watch this.
Dude, that
So yeah,
movie is just a lot of like
it's
shock
just gore
factor.
fest, right?
It's just a gore fest. If you don't like gore, don't watch it. There's not much plot to it.
Yeah,
It's the art that the clown thing. I mean, he's just kind of like a scary guy that tortures people, like without any reason, kinda. Yeah.
Art the Clown appears in my dreams a couple of weeks ago, even though I've never seen the film, nor have I seen anything related to it, and it just appears out of nowhere, and I'm like, this is kind of creepy. I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna look into the Terrifier thing, what the plot is, and if the plot happens to be the same as my dream, it wasn't. So I'm like, thank God. But yeah, because that would have been really creepy. I don't know why. So yeah,
If at one day Albert, and then sees Albert suddenly like one day just go into cafe or something, then it's like deja vu to that dream. Watch out, Albert.
I know I'm scared. Anyway, November, Venom 3, Gladiator 2, and Wicked.
Random 3,
So
are people actually anticipating then?
I don't know. I'm Gladiator. I mean, out of all of these three, I don't know if which I'm more excited for: Venom 3, Gladiator 2, or Wicked. So yeah.
Yeah, not strong.
December is the, oh yeah, they're doing the new Karate Kid movie that's coming out in December. That they're combining the original 80s Karate Kid with
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai with 2010s Jackie Chan, Jaden Smith
What?
Karate Kid. Yeah,
Wait, so it all in one
comes
universe?
together.
Damn.
Which it still annoys me because Jackie Chan is just Kung Fu Kid, not Karate Kid, because he teaches him Kung Fu. Um, but but yeah, it's the Karate Kid 2024. It's combining the whole thing, and then there
Okay.
is a Lord of the Rings movie. What the heck? Animated prequel. Okay, Lord of the Rings
Oh,
animated prequel, The War of Rohirrim. Interesting. And the Mufasa prequel, Lion King Mufasa prequel, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
what's a prequel? What's it
You
gonna
didn't
be
know
about?
there was you didn't know there was a Mufasa prequel coming?
No. What the hell? What's
This
a
is
prequel about?
this is a
Him
live
being
action
born?
Mufasa prequel. The
So it's
Lion
gonna
King,
be
young
National
Mufasa.
Geographic.
It's a young Mufasa, Lion King live action style. With the craziest part is this is directed by Barry Jenkins, who directed Moonlight and like If Bill Street Could Talk. This is a
If
paycheck
what
thing for
could
him, man,
talk?
100%. If Bill Street Could Talk, one of his like
If
other Oscar nominated movie. Um, But
what?
yeah, this is literally just a Disney paycheck. Like, hey, you know what? Give me the money. I'll
Definitely
direct the
is.
Mufasa prequel. Uh, but yeah, Mufasa prequel, Lord of the Rings, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and Nosferatu. That's December.
Oh,
Sonic is coming out
nice.
December. That's a weird release date, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
forgot about
that's it.
Sonic. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Are we gonna do one more trailer?
Sure.
The Godzilla. All right.
Which
Let's talk
Godzilla
about
X
it real
Kong?
quick.
Yeah, because we mentioned it just now in the unanticipated.
Yeah. Godzilla X Kong. I still don't like the use of X. It's like it sounds dirty.
It sounds dirty.
Godzilla
I
X Kong, the new empire.
well, I feel like that there is a reason that they do it.
Would you? Because they team up in the trailer. Is that why? Is that what you're talking about?
There is two things, I guess. First, they team up. Second, I have a feeling that the villain is a hybrid of a Kong and Godzilla. Like a Kong slash Godzilla ancestor. They like fuck, and then they created this creature, the
Okay.
Kongzilla.
Um, I I'm kind of speechless by
Bro,
that.
it's literally the trailer have a sequence of a ape-like creature with glowing eyes. Godzilla's nuclear powers have glowing eyes. That's blue. That's literally in that trailer.
Maybe they don't have to, interlope. It could be like
You don't want
I
to
don't
imagine the
know.
big ape. You don't want to imagine the big ape and the big lizard making love, and under the earth, in what's it called? Was it called
I don't know what's
inside
called.
earth, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I rather. You know what? I'm thinking about it. I rather not. Yeah. I would like to
Apparently,
believe this more of like some hybrid thing that the human made and they just forgot about it.
apparently there is a Kongzilla, which is but is a crazy scientific genius that merged the DNA together and created Kongzilla.
Does it look like the one in the movie? The trailer?
No.
Okay, good.
What if it's Godzi Kong?
God, this is a King
Godzi Kong is not a thing.
Kingzilla sounds cool.
Kingzilla.
Kingzilla. I don't know. Co-
Kingzilla is a
What is it?
artist. It's a
What?
song.
It is?
Yeah, there is a Apple Music,
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Spotify, YouTube. Godzilla Kingzilla is an artist.
No,
Um,
actually, Kingzilla is a Transformer? It's a KFC toys.
it's a KFC toy. What the
Yeah.
heck?
I don't know, man. I just typed Kingzilla on the images and it's there. All
Huh?
right. Cool. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Obviously I don't know what the villain is. It's just this big orangutan. All I can think of is Jungle Book, man. Every time he appears, I just think he's gonna go, "Ooby doo, I wanna be like you."
Cause it's red.
Because he's red, he got long arms like that, long lanky arms. Just reminds me of that every time. Yeah. Uh, I mean, he looks, I guess, pretty menacing. He got like a whole ape society down there,
Uh
right?
huh. Uh huh.
Yeah. Oh god.
But you don't think that it's a mix of a Godzilla and a Kong?
I don't think so. I don't see any Godzilla feature on that. He just looks like an orangutan. Like the glowing
And
stuff
looks
could just be,
a nuclear powered ape,
yeah, maybe he got the radiation thing, he absorbed it as he
possibly.
grew up.
But possibly,
Possibly.
but also the Godzilla here have purple
Powered up.
glowings. That's not. He
Yeah,
usually have blue, right?
yeah. I was wondering, yeah, was he in ice?
Well, I guess he was frozen. I guess I'm not sure.
Was he just
And like
hibernating?
maybe, or he was frozen by someone, maybe. And also, like King Kong have a freaking Infinity Gauntlet. So
Dude,
like,
I was dude, when that arm comes out in the trailer and it's like a robot arm, I'm like, I had to check. Wait, I thought I
this is like
opened.
is this Transformers?
Yeah, I was thinking like, Did I open Transformers? I look at that. No, this Godzilla and Kong.
Also, you know what's something funny? Because the trailer, they play the music in the opening, right? And then the
Yeah,
music was like, oh, and then they stop.
yeah.
Oh, I thought the trailer was gonna start with "Gangster Paradise" by Coolio. I was like, "Oh, this is an interesting song choice for, for Godzilla versus Kong, Gangster Paradise." Just like when Sonic the Hedgehog used that for the trailer. So yeah.
Dude, Godzilla is gangsta. But yeah, I thought it was Transformers for a bit there. Why does he have that arm though? Speculations, Albert.
Um,
Did he
additional
break his
power.
arm? I was thinking like he
You think
broke his
that? You think
arm.
that's his cast?
Yeah, that's his cast. That's what I'm thinking.
Damn, a
I
golden
was climbing
cast,
some mountain,
possibly.
and it's like,
Well,
look
I
what he
mean,
does.
I'm more interested why Godzilla is purple.
That's true. Oh man, I'm guessing it's just his next powered up state.
Oh,
You
it's
know,
stronger than blue.
stronger than usually. Light purple is more evil usually, and it's generally stronger than blue. No,
Okay,
that's what I'm thinking at
sure.
least. Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
I At the end though, the last shot we get to see Godzilla and Kong coming out of the ground, and they're like running towards something.
Uh
I've
huh.
never seen Godzilla runs like that or like that motivated to run. He's usually just
I'm
walking
pretty sure.
by and
I'm
it's like
pretty sure that.
screams. Did he run
Well,
in the third
in the
movie?
monster verse, no, but in the Toho stuff, there is a lot of goofy stuff. I've seen a picture of you've seen it, a Godzilla basically just doing he
Drop
slides on
kick.
his tail and just doing like a drop kick. I want
Yeah,
to see
no, no, no.
Godzilla drop kick in this film. Let's go.
That's his new ultimate move. He doesn't even use his laser
This
beam
is
anymore.
Sparta. You just kick him the ape down.
I've learned the way of my ancestors. Slides with the tail.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see that in live
That's a
action.
finishing move. And like we mentioned in last episode, he got thick thighs. Dropkick would work really well. Yeah. But seeing Godzilla's that motivated to run and just swing his arms like that, I'm like that feels so off from the usual Godzilla I see where he's just walking about, screaming at things, you know, stepping on things. But I guess
See,
everyone cares about his size, right? Yeah.
which would you rather see? A Godzilla with ape-like tendencies, with King
Okay.
Kong tendencies,
King
or
Kong.
King Kong with Godzilla tendencies?
So you mean by that like this King Kong has the tendencies of just to go ram, or like you mean like get the powers of a Godzilla?
So the King Kong gets the powers of the Godzilla, but I guess just the is it what's it energy
Yeah,
whatever it
the
is,
nuclear thing, yeah.
nuclear thing, and the Godzilla have the agility of the Kong.
Oh, Godzilla of the agility of Kong, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah, because like Godzilla got
even
like heights, Kong is a monkey.
uh
It's
huh,
easier to shoot, I guess.
uh huh.
Godzilla that agile, climbing
Yeah,
around buildings. That's scary.
fair enough.
Yeah, yeah. Um, what else is there from the trailer? I think that's pretty much it. Um,
Returning cast members, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
I
And the
don't
red
care about
ape.
the cast. I just want to see the
Yeah,
monster. I think we can all agree on that.
uh huh.
I'm curious with the baby apes though.
Baby apes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Yeah, pretty much that.
Hmm.
You think the rat monkey is holding all the apes captive in the underground thing, and that baby monkey was the one that escaped? That's how.
Um,
Do you think that's the case?
maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Possibly. You think that's the case?
I think that's the case. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. This is my speculations. All right. I don't have much else to say on this. honestly.
Yeah, I'm just like looking up who is the red ape
I
that's
think
in
this
the
is a new
Godzilla.
monster.
You think it's an original?
Yeah, I think it's an original.
Hmm,
Yeah,
interesting. All right. Yeah. See, okay, there are some theories. They say it's a King Kong kind of like it's like a different King Kong that's just red. Is a rivaling like species. Like King Kong is more like gorilla. This one could be more orangutan. And then
yeah.
there is one that's Godzilla Kong hybrid, which means they did make love in the Hollow Earth. So,
Albert? No.
oh.
No, Albert. Who do you think is the
And then
top?
someone in the comment put down King Louis, obviously. So that's your logic.
King Louis. Yeah, exactly. But okay,
I
Albert.
think I think King Kong's agility allows him to be on top. So,
You think he's gonna be on top?
bro, Godzilla's too lazy to be on top, man.
Oh, man, have you seen? Godzilla just ran with that motivation. I feel like he can have the motive. You know
I feel like Godzilla is more kinky. He will be like handcuffs and stuff. Uh,
what?
or maybe
Albert.
Kong. Maybe Kong's into the head. No, it's Kong because Kong was chained down to a boat to be taken from Skull Island. So
So you
maybe
think you think you think
Kong likes
he?
the handcuffs.
So you're saying
Kong,
Kong got
uh-huh,
captured by his own will because he wants because he got
uh-huh.
the
He's
he,
like,
he
ooh,
got
I
the
like this
handcuff fetish.
chains. Yeah, yeah.
So when Godzilla attacked him on the boat, he's like, "No, you ruined it."
No, you ruined it. That's why they fight. It's like, yo, chain me back. And then it's like, yeah. So, uh,
I'm starting to believe Albert has some kind of fanfic he's cooking up in the background here.
oh my god.
But yeah, that's about it for the Godzilla X Kong trailer. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, very much that. For the movie stuff, I don't think we have anything else to add. Anything else we want to talk about, right?
Not really, but I guess just for
Yeah.
the sake of the title and the trailer, Boys trailer good, House of the Dragon trailer good. I'm more excited for House of the Dragon, but the Boys still exciting, especially after Gen V. So, boom.
Mhm. All right. Yeah. All right. There's also the Fallout teaser thing that came out. I
I
mean,
don't understand it. I'm not gonna watch the show. I don't understand the game. I don't care for the game. I'm not gonna watch the show. You care for you? Do you feel like it?
it looks cool. That's about it. I don't play the game either.
Fair.
I only know parts of
Arik,
the game.
Arik,
Like,
Arik wanted to talk about it, but yeah.
yeah, Ariq want to talk about it. Uh,
Uh huh.
but yeah, speaking of game stuff, there's also some trailers about the GTA 6 trailer that came out. Boy,
Uh huh.
in one in I don't know, in one day, I think it got about 100 million ish view. I think, which is kind of a lot for a game trailer. But yeah,
Valid. It
yeah,
was leaked. It was a leaked trailer too. It wasn't the official trailer.
yeah.
Well, it
It
was
wasn't.
official, but they leaked it early.
Yeah,
Someone
yeah.
someone
Like
leaked it early.
it's supposed to come out, you know, like the day after. I think. I know the Yeah, the next day, but then it got leaked, so they just released it directly. But boy, was it!
Yeah.
I mean, it's GTA 6. GTA is one of the most famous franchise, one of
Hmm.
the biggest franchise in the game, and
I've only
it
ever
looks
I've only ever played one of them.
it looks really good, man. GTA 6, insane,
Yeah.
and it's back to Vice City, which is based on Miami.
Miami.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's cool, and they're really
It
leaning
really
into
gives
the
off Miami vibes.
yeah, and they have some of the Everglades stuff too. So I guess they kind of mix in some Florida, or there's some
Oh yeah.
Everglades in Miami. I don't know.
They're very close to each other, so
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah, there's gonna be some Florida Man action in the GTA 6, so
Nice.
it's gonna be crazy. And that's the first
I've
time we
I've
have a female, a woman as the main character. Yeah, so there's that.
she the only playable character, or is there multiple? Because I know GTA 5 have multiple main character, no?
GTA 5 have three, right? Franklin, Trevor,
Okay.
and Michael.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
there's we don't know yet for GTA 6. All we know is
Gotcha.
that one of the main character or the only main character is gonna be the woman. Yeah,
That's cool. Hmm.
yeah, very cool, man. I'm very excited for like GTA 6 and stuff, but it's like when it's out on PC, can my laptop handle it by then? you know?
Probably not. Probably not.
Probably not. I'm probably due for an
Uh,
upgrade by then. Yeah. Also, another game trailer that come out that I'm really hyped for: Monster Hunter Wilds. Like, Monster Hunter is one of my favorite franchise. You know, not
uh-huh.
counting the movie. Excluding the movie, the game franchise is one of my favorite. And just seeing Monster Hunter Wilds, that trailer, god damn, I can't wait for it. It came out. It's coming out in the same year as GTA 6, so 2025. Still a long time. So yeah, pretty much that.
Right.
I
Hmm.
think that's about it for this week.
Yeah. I'll just say I've only ever played GTA San Andreas, and I've never played GTA for any of the plot. It's always the
I
open
just
world nature of it. So yeah,
do.
I never, I never know that there is a storyline.
Storyline's good. Um, the storyline is generally good. GTA 5 one is really good, I think. Yeah, I mean it's interesting.
Gotcha.
Like the first time we got to play three main characters and all connects the story. Pretty
Uh huh.
interesting story. Yeah. Uh, there's that. I mean
Fair
GTA
enough.
5 is just insane though. GTA Online, GTA 5 has last from 2013 to now, and still ongoing until GTA 6 is coming out, right? Still getting the
Right.
online is still getting updated for like 10 years. Insane. Yeah. All right. I guess that's about it for this episode. Let's just plug it out, I suppose.
All right.
Yeah. I guess I'll plug Ariq's friends. Yeah, you can find Ariq on Instagram at Ariq Andria, and you can find his other box at Ricky Doo. Teguh, you can find him on Instagram at TeguhM23 and Teggy on Twitter. You can find me, Kelvin, on Instagram at KYA27 and Disco Monkey on Letterboxd and YouTube. Albert.
You can find me on all my social media: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Letterboxd at Wiradharma, JAWIRADHARMA. If you're watching live on the YouTube and you see me yawning a lot, the jet lag just hit. So I've been
I
pretty
can
fucking
see.
tired for the past couple minutes, past 30 minutes or so. But yeah, I'm still pretty jet lag. I just arrived here like on Thursday, so the jet lag is still pretty rough. Anyway, check the Councilman Show on our socials at Councilman Show. Subscribe to us on the YouTube. Subscribe to us on the socials, and Apple Podcast feed everywhere else, Spotify everywhere. Subscribe to us there. Leave us a review with Apple Podcast 5 stars, and you get your review get right on the show. Check out our merch once again, and I think that is all of it. So yeah,
Yeah, alright. I guess with that, the councilman has spoken. And we'll see you on the next episode.